At first glance, what would you say about the relationship between these two people? Are they friends, laughing at a meme on social media? Perhaps they're boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. Maybe they're even brothers and sisters or cousins. Chapter 11 explores human relationships, including attraction and factors that deepen connections. It's challenging traditional views of love and being able to examine cultural influences, thus highlighting the importance of social ties on our overall well being. And so in this chapter, we plan to gain a deeper understanding of the impact of relationships in our lives. So in this chapter, we've broken down the content into the four areas. Then we'll look at different types of attraction and the factors that influence it. We'll then move into some specific theories of love. And then we'll wrap up with a discussion on the interaction between love, sex, and society. So let's go ahead and jump into section one, liking versus loving, where we're going to distinguish the difference between the two. So when we quantify the difference between liking and loving, it comes down to the quality and quantity of emotional investment. So while liking involves things like lighthearted fondness or affection towards someone, often emerging from shared interests, engaging in conversations, mutual respect, and enjoyable interactions, it creates a sense of camaraderie and connection where both individuals appreciate each other's company and enjoy the moment spent together. Loving, on the other hand, is much deeper, embodying a profound emotional bond that transcends mere liking. It involves a dynamic mix of feelings, intense attachment, unwavering commitment, and a genuine sense of care for another. Loving someone means being invested in their well being, sharing vulnerabilities, and nurturing a deep connection that often lasts through trials and triumphs of life. Now, obviously, attraction plays a crucial role in the development of both liking and loving, serving as the foundation for these emotional connections. So, attraction refers to the interest or desire to be close to someone, which can be based on various factors such as physical appearance, personality traits, shared interest, or emotional connection. It's the initial spark that can lead to both liking and loving. And attraction is a psychobiological function, and it's often based in many things, as we've just mentioned, like appearance and personality. And there are a number of theories that attempt to explain why and how attraction works. And when we're attracted to someone, we feel a physical and emotional pull towards them, like a magnet. And this attraction can lead to a fond feeling of liking. And then, of course, over time, liking can deepen into the complex emotion of love, which often involves specific features. And like a cycle, over time, attraction can deepen as we build more shared experiences and emotional connections. Now, historically, and perhaps, at its most simplest level, attraction can be understood on a single continuum. And so the continuum of attraction is a concept that illustrates how attraction ranges from mild interest to deep emotional bonds. It explains how relationships evolve over time from liking to loving, essentially. And so it can start with curiosity about a person and interest in getting to know them better. And as you interact more, you develop positive feelings and affection towards the person. You enjoy their company and find pleasure in shared activities. And liking often involves mutual respect and finding common ground in interests, values, and experiences. So over time, the emotional connection deepens. You start to share more personal thoughts and feelings and build trust and intimacy. And so intimacy involves a greater sense of closeness and understanding. And you may start to rely on each other for more emotional support. And from here, love can form. And more recently, attraction is likely better understood using a spiral framework. And this framework suggests that positive interactions and emotions such as joy and gratitude can lead to a reinforcing cycle of increasing attraction and relationship satisfaction, of course. And so this model is based on the idea that positive interactions and experiences build on each other, creating a virtuous cycle. And this will then reinforce the desire to spend more time together, leading to more opportunities for positive experiences, thus increasing intimacy, trust, and commitment over time. And of course, as the relationship continues to progress, partners may experience personal growth and development, such as a sense of well being and satisfaction that further enhances their relationship. And of course, romantic relationships and friendships both play crucial roles in our lives, but they often differ significantly in terms of emotional intensity. It's important to know that romantic relationships tend to involve increased polarizations, and that there are higher highs and lower lows due to intense emotional connection, physical intimacy, as well as having high expectations that are involved. And we're talking about that emotional investment. So, as we wrap up this first section, we've explored the fundamental differences between liking and loving. Whereas liking is defined as that positive feeling you have towards someone you enjoy being around. And loving, on the other hand, it goes much deeper. It's more intense, emotional, and it encompasses not only elements of liking, but also stronger feelings of attachment, commitment, and deep care for a other person's well being. We also discussed how attraction is a psychobiological function that serves as the spark that ignites both liking and loving. And we also examined how liking could evolve into loving. One way to visualize this is either as a continuum, and of course, the other is more recently through the spiral framework. And of course, we acknowledge the unique intensity of romantic love. While both friendships and romantic relationships were, vital, romantic love often involves greater range of emotional experiences, both positive and negative. So be sure to tune into section 2 as we discuss the concept of attraction.